you decided to leave Darren, you went to stay with your mum, but he did have visiting access, didn't he, with the boys?
Yes, he had 5 hours a week.
So on a Wednesday he had them for a couple of hours, and you went off, you were training to be a teaching assistant.
Yeah.
Did they trust their dad? Were they comfortable? No, they weren't comfortable with around him.
They didn't want to be with him. We were 2 weeks away from court again, and it was the children's choice. We'd gone through all the courts, CAFCAS, everything. Children had given their own statements. They just wanted their mum. It was nothing different with me. When they were on their own with him, he wouldn't feed them, or they didn't know if they were going to have the tea.
But despite not wanting to be there, they did go, they did the dutiful thing. So tell us what happened on that Wednesday. Where did you hear what had happened?
It was normal Wednesday morning. Took them to school, said to them, love you, and they'd say infinity and back, and off they'd go. And then I was 5 minutes away from seeing them that night, 5 minutes late, and the boys had gone. And the phones was on the table, and I said, I don't like the phones being on the table, because with the police and everything, we'd set up a system. And I said to them, if you just text your name, I'll be there wherever you are, I will come. So I saw the phones, and I had a really bad feeling. And then about half an hour later, there was a knock on the door. And Mum went, oh, that's the boys back, they'll be back early, something's happened. I said, no, they'd have flown through the door, big hug. I said, it's not them. I opened the door, and there was a police car in the middle of the road with blue lights flashing. And he was a friend, he knew the boys when his son is in the year below Paul. And I saw his face, and I went, what's happened? And he went, there's been an incident down at the house. You need to come now. The boys have been taken to hospital. There's been a fire. So I said instantly, he's done it, and he's done it on purpose. You can't say that, you can't say that. So Blues and Two, straight through to Sheffield Children's Hospital. As I walked through the doors, I could see Paul. They were doing CPR on Paul, and I knew that wasn't good. I was taken to a room, and this doctor came in, and he was sweating. They were working flat out, and they said, we can't save him. The only thing you can do now is hold him. We've kept him for you. So I went through, I picked him up in my arms, and he looked at me, and I went, come on, sweetheart, I love you so much. But you know when you read a book and it says the light goes out their eyes? It's true. He was looking at me, and then it just left his eyes, and then his eyes closed, and he just looked like he was sleeping. He got a little scratch down his nose, but he just looked like he was sleeping. I was cradling him, and then they said, you can't touch him anymore. I said, it's my baby. And they said, we're really sorry, he's part of a crime scene. Your ex-husband's just passed away. It's now a murder investigation. And
then you had a terrible decision to make, because they wanted to take your other son to the Burns unit, to Manchester, so you had to leave
Paul
behind.
And that was the last time I saw him.